whenever I meet a new group of people, it's always like a little bit, always a little bit unsure, like, am I gonna fit in, you know, are we gonna have fun, is it gonna be boring, or is it gonna be great? So I felt like a little bit nervous at the beginning.
Probably the most standout memory from the first day would be the experience of walking with all the other guys that were on the trip, and girls, mostly girls, and just getting to know everyone in this fantastic setting.
This is a bit creepy.
So the first day at Mashami Gate, it was getting to know the people that were in the group and sort of gauging, you know, what was going to happen on this trip, and maybe, you know, just trying to get your mind into the zone. You know, we had all of these signs telling us what to expect, what to do, but my mind wasn't on any of that. It was just on, let's get started, let's get going. So that was interesting.
I think everyone was just excited. They were quite, they were anticipating big things, and they just wanted to get going. It kind of gave me like, oh my God, this is freaky. But yeah, overall, I think I was more nervous and excited. It was a combination of the two.
We're going to smash Kili's back doors in. That's what we're going to do.
I was very, very excited to start my adventure in Kilimanjaro.
After waiting around for a while to build up the anticipation, it was fantastic to set off and walk through this tropical, possibly a rainforest. And it was a fantastic first day where there's a huge variety of wildlife, getting to know people.
When we actually got to go through the gate, we were greeted by a monkey on the side of the road. He was just sat there like, you know, come and have a photo with me. I'm just here waiting for you. It was amazing. It was just so funny. It just didn't move. It was just sitting there. It was amazing, really cool.
So the first day, I think I was quite excited that we finally started, and that we started one day earlier than planned. So I think we were all full of energy, and yeah, it was a very relaxing hike. It wasn't difficult.
Our first day of the hike was very interesting. We saw a variety of flowers, flora, fauna. The walk wasn't strenuous, it was good.
The scenery on the first day was absolutely brilliant. The rainforest, the tall trees, we passed a stream as well on the first day.
First day hike was very interesting. We walked through the tropical rainforest. It was very, very dense, very green, extraordinary for me.
I was kind of anticipating the forest, and you know, the walk was going to be rather nice and green, and it was all good. I think the thing that stuck to me was, oh my God, day one is hard. it's going uphill, and because you never know what to expect in terms of going uphill. I didn't think the whole way through was uphill, so I thought, yep, day one's tough. I don't know what it's going to be like for the next couple of days, so I was kind of tired.
Yes, Jumbo, Jumbo, Jumbo. Yes, Sam, I got you. Oh yes. You don't have to stare at the camera, guys. You carry on doing what's normal.
Look natural.
I loved the first day in terms of there was a lot of adrenaline. It was, you know, the first day of the hike, very exciting, very energetic.
Our guide Victor led us in the middle of the forest just in order to spot colobus monkeys. It was a very exciting experience.
I was okay with the walk. We've only just started, so I was setting myself a pace basically, and then as it started to get steeper and steeper, I think it became a little bit more difficult. Only probably because of the humidity and the fact that I probably hadn't really done an awful lot of exercise prior to that.
we were walking and walking and walking, and we were all looking forward to seeing our first campsite. We were a little bit disappointed when it turned out that it's pitch dark when we arrived and we cannot see anything.
I didn't know what to expect. I mean, no matter how much you liaise with the local people, you try to find out what are we going to be fed. You know, you don't really get an idea of what's going to be fed to you.
Don't say that to Roxy, she'll pillage the peanut butter and nobody will see it again.
Walking for several miles a day means that I'm not going to be that fussy about somebody else preparing me food. So I was grateful that anyone brought anything along, and the way the food's delivered, the food that we had, the quantities was all really good. I couldn't complain.
I must say, day one, none of us were expecting an amazing meal, but when the meals came out, it was like, wow, hot meals, soup, like a main course, and there was always fruit for dinner. And you think, how the hell do they manage to carry all those things up? And all along, that's what you eventually, at the end of the trip, you realize that they've been carrying your supplies, they've been carrying things to feed you and keep you happy.
First time I met him, he picked me up in the street. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's peanut butter. I've got oily fingers now.
She said on camera.
Yeah, that was our first night where we had dinner, and I don't particularly remember that dinner. I just remember that in general the food was very good, but I remember more some other dinners later on. The spaghetti, for example, before the summit night, that was fantastic, but the first night I don't remember the food in particular.
The experience of being in the tent, candlelit, passing the food round, talking about what you've done during the day, learning about the people you're with, it's an absolutely fantastic experience, and one of the things that sticks in memory most from the whole trip. What I would probably recommend is bring a cushion if you're going to go, because unless you regularly sit on rocks, then that can take a bit of getting used to.
Let me do it for you.
We need man on the job. I think the company is listening to everybody else's experiences at the end of the day, makes it quite easy to go back into the tent thinking, I'm not all alone in this. Everyone's feeling it, so that's fine.